Hoi allemaal, welkom terug op mijn kanaal. Vandaag we are getting to tutorial number 15 of the Pat McGrath Sunlit Seduction palette. 12 tutorials so far, and I think I probably have one or two more ideas that I want to do, because for the most part I am a little over this palette, because I kind of feel like no matter what I do, the same type of look comes out, especially this extreme extreme vermilion dusk really doesn't take it to the next level or anything, like no depth or anything like that. So tutorial number 12, we are going to get into this. Sorry for my bad hair day, back from the gym, but I do want to incorporate this. I did not need to buy it. For perspective, it is January 15th for this video, tutorial number 12, and you'll probably be seeing this in April-ish, May. This is how far in advance I do my tutorials. But I bought the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beautyverse Love Palette. If you hear construction, they're doing construction literally right in front of our apartment, because they are turning this whole road into a bike lane. I don't know what it's called in Dutch, but it's basically bikers have the right of way over cars down the street. So, but I went ahead and got this because, I mean, if you actually look at them side by side, this is pretty I don't, like I said, there was no reason for me to buy this. But you will be seeing this year as part as a palette focus, maybe an all face palette or an all face tutorial of Charlotte Tilbury. But I do want to incorporate that because I am curious about maybe possibly using futuristic pink or cyber rose for the look today. One of these two. These two. We'll see. But for the most part, tutorial number 12, let me go and get my eyes prepped and we will get into this tutorial. And I am still going strong with this. Look at how much is still left. I mean, this has lasted me for quite some time. Fenty Beauty, don't ever get rid of this. Let me go prep my eyes. All right, so the eyes are prepped. My pre-workout's still kicking in. And it's probably been about I'd say maybe a month since I've done the tutorial, so I gotta get back into the groove of things. But for the great most part, you guys won't even realize that I took a break. So first and foremost, eyes are prepped with the Fenty eyeshadow, Fenty Beauty Pro Filter eyeshadow primer. And I think I'm gonna go in with, let's do Futuristic Pink from the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Oh, that actually does pack a punch. Okay, I was not expecting that. A little bit more pigmented than I was expecting. Maybe I should do a whole Pillow Talk look. Anyways, this is Pat McGrath. We're not talking about Charlotte Tilbury. But we're gonna go ahead and put this kind of like more for the crease. That is actually beautiful. What is this? Pink mauve, it says? A future matte. It's a very, very beautiful shade. But yeah, I mean, I was gonna do some one and dones looks with this palette, but I kind of figured it's just, I don't look that great in warm tones. So I'm just gonna keep it as is. Let me go ahead and grab a fluffy brush. Grab the unicorn one, dip right back into that futuristic pink, right? Yeah, futuristic pink, and just add a little bit more depth into the crease. I am quite proud that I got up to 12 tutorials with this palette so far. As of right now, there's a lot going on with the ban of TikTok in the US. I saw a post somewhere that Pat McGrath may possibly be taken out of Sephora. Like, there's a lot going on that I missed since I've been living here. So it's gonna be a quite interesting year, 2025. Now, I am very curious of adding Astral Pink Fetish and Astral Gilded Aura. So I'm gonna go ahead and add Astral Pink Fetish first. Ooh. Like, how can you not love this shade? Oh. And it's so futuristic. It's so fetish pink. Astral Pink Fetish. Oh my god. There we go. I'm trying to think of what I want to do for the brow. Whatever's left over, I'm just gonna go ahead and do for the brow highlight. Oof. Just so we have a continuation. Ooh, this is actually really, really pink. On top of that, let me go ahead and do Astral Gilded Aura, which is gonna be more of that peachy. Oh God, this really brings it up a notch. All right. Okie dokie, that is gorgeous. And I think for the wing liner, let us go ahead and do Extreme Vermilion Dust. Or do I want to get a dark brown? Let's do Extreme Vermilion Dust, because I mean, it is what it is, and we're here. And I just love how these layer so well. Or even the Extreme Aubergine would have been a phenomenal. I still stand by that. Extreme Aubergine should have been the deeper shade in this palette. But for the most part, this is the look. Did I go too far? I think I went too far. But let me go and do let me even out the sisters and we will see where we are at. So this is where we are at with the look. I'm digging this, but like I said, I just wish the Extreme Vermilion Dust was something else. Like a deeper brown, like a deep dark mahogany would have been really nice. But it's just with this vermilion, it just really makes it very redundant. For me personally, I don't know about, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who feel like they need that more so than the others, but I was kind of thinking, what if I were to do a series, if I did the same look, but with Extreme Vermilion Dusk, even do a different tutorial with the black, with the dark blue, with the dark brown, with the deep dark purple, just to see how this would change. Because there are some looks that I have made that I really wish I did with a black eyeshadow or deep brown eyeshadow or even like a cool toned eyeshadow, just to show the difference as far as finish and the intensity that it will give. Ooh, this is like liquid. I am really digging this. And doing the liner with the shadow like that, ooh, child. It is giving me something, that is for sure. I hope the lighting is good today for the shoot. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I really want to focus on creating a lot more tutorials. And I did not need to buy the Charlotte Tilbury, but I just wanted to buy it because I just wanted to buy something for holiday. I did not need it. I'm kicking myself in the ass for buying it. But for the most part, I did want to include it in today's video, just so you guys could kind of see a variation if you already have it as well. And maybe you just need some inspiration as to what palettes it will go good with or whatever. But like I said, later on this year, you will see a tutorial palette focus on that specific palette from Shar. All right, here we go. But tutorial number 12, like I said, I think there is another tutorial that I want to do, and I actually really want to incorporate, what was it? whew, that light reflection made me look a lot paler than I really am. From this one, I was kind of actually curious of adding the coral nectar. What is it? Yeah, coral nectar, maybe with the, what is it, extreme or blitz astral aura, astral gilded aura. That with this, or maybe even the coral nectar on top of this with the, I mean, like, there's endless possibilities. And but yeah, we shall see. But let me go and do the rest of my face, and you guys will see the final look in a moment. Here we are with the final look, tutorial number 12 of the palette focus. For lips, let's go ahead and do some NARS Soft Matte Tinted Lip Balm in Intimate. Very nice type of nude brown, basically. It's almost like a nude brown beige. Now for lips, I really don't like to emphasize on my lips because they're already full as is. So, I like to focus on my eyes. Tutorial number 12. The foundation is Dior's Skin Glow and 4N. For color correcting under the foundation and concealer, I went ahead and did the Flash Luminizer number 3 medium, I think it is. 003 basically. These are my color correctors that I use from Guerlain and Dior. A Magic Vanish by Charlotte Tilbury in 2 medium also, and concealer is actually the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer in 8.5 medium from Charlotte. Now, bronzer, Airbrush Flawless Bronzer by Charlotte Tilbury, and for 310, I am thinking of getting 4, just to really like deepen up and use it as sculpting, but I don't need it because she just recently extended her contour shade range, so I'm excited about that. Highlighters Opal by Becca, and blush is, was it Snapdragon? No, it is, yeah, Snapdragon from Becca also is what I have on for blush, to get a little bit of the same warmth going on from the eyeshadow. Brows are still Benefit, the brow tint, whatever, in number 6. I do number 6 just to intensify it so it shows up more on camera, but in real life I do like 3.5 or 3, just to keep it more natural on a daily basis. Setting spray, Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, is this? Yeah, it's pretty much there. Under eye setting powder is actually a combination of the Airbrush Flawless Setting Powder 2 medium and the translucent, what is this again? Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Powder. So I have a mixture of these two under my eye and a little bit in my T-zone just to balance everything out. But for the most part, yeah, that is tutorial number 12. Like I said, I got a couple more. I'm not trying to do like 18 or 20 or 25. I mean, easily you could, but I am so over this warmth stuff with this palette because, yeah, like I said, if the extreme vermilion doesn't, it just needs to be switched out with something else. In my own personal opinion, like I said, there's probably a lot of people who truly love that type of color on a daily basis. Each to their own. But like I said, even with 12 tutorials, it seems like you could only really come up with this type of same theme. Because, like, what is it? Nude Rose, Sienna Mystique, those tend to be lost in translation at times. Hypnotic Bronze, there's so many bronze from Pat McGrath. And there's only so much you could do as far as bronzes from Pat McGrath because they all start to look the same. Copper Dawn, just quite a bit of copper type of tones from the brand. Skin Tints Radiance, is nice. I feel like Skin Tense Radiance and Astral Amethyst Allure, those two really go together. Gives a little bit more of that coolness type of neutral cool type of vibe to this palette. Blitz Crimson Ecstasy is one of those shades, kind of like I would use once in a blue moon for a special occasion. Astral Pink Fetish and Astral Gilded Aura I would definitely use for a topper for a bunch of other eyeshadow palettes that I have, because it does give that little bit of a punch. And the Astral Pink Fetish reminds me of the ritualistic the quad from the Astral Shades from Pat McGrath. It does remind me of that a lot. Maybe as a last tutorial of this palette focus, I will do those two actually to see what they look like together. But tutorial number 12, I will see you guys on the next video.